here's my speed up button. So for this button, what I'm going to do is just to, well, first of all, we need a timer. Let's add a timer first. Right now, we don't have a timer because the movement of this picture box is controlled by the click on the button. So to make it run continuously, I need a timer. So where's my toolbox? I just close it. Let's just bring it back. And I need a timer to do that. Timer. Timer is here. Okay, I double click. So timer 1 is created and it's shown on the bottom. And first, I want to create a method for the timer. So here's my timer tick method. On each tick of the timer, I want the picture box to move for a certain distance. So here, there we go. Oh, I think this is from 3. Okay, from 2. For this demonstration, I will just make it move horizontally, okay? Once you know how to make it move horizontally, you can make it move in any direction. So picture box 1 dot left plus equals to, let's say 10, okay? And then let's go back to the design view and speed up. But now the button will serve 2 purposes, right? So it's gonna make a decision. If the picture box is moving, when we click on the button, the picture box should stop. Otherwise, if it is stopped, it should start moving. So we have to make a decision first. So if timer, well, whether the picture box is moving or not is decided by the timer. If it is disabled, it is stopped, right? If it is enabled, it is moving. So we're gonna look at the timer enabled. If the timer is enabled, it equal to 2. Okay. We want to stop the timer. Timer stop. Else means the timer is disabled. So timer 1 dot start. Okay. And now what we want to do is when it is, we need multiple statements in this else clause, right? Not only we want it to start, again, we also want it to be faster. So just as I mentioned earlier, there are 2 things we can do to increase the speed of the picture box. Now let's do it in one way. Then I'll show you the other way. Okay. We want to increase the number of ticks generated per second, which means we want to decrease the interval value of the timer. Right. So I'm gonna get to the timer 1. There's an attribute called the interval. We want to set the interval value to, we want to minus equal to, we want to gradually increase the speed. So this means that I want to take the original value, the previous value, or the existing value of this interval, and then decrease this amount from it. So which amount? Let's say 50 milliseconds. Really, that's not noticeable. Let's make 100. Okay. So at the 1/10 of a second. Now this should move faster. Let's see if we can see the difference. Probably it's too small a change. Speed up. Computer froze. It's frozen. Let's see. Too many programs running. Oh, there's an error. Let's see. Timer 1. Oh, it's already very fast because I cannot make it the interval less than 100. I think let's look at the original value of this timer. So we select timer. Okay, the default is it's already 100. So we want to make it 1,000. Then we can decrease 100 from it. Remember, interval has to be a positive whole number. It cannot take any negative value because it doesn't make any sense. So now it should work. All right, so I speed up. Okay, it's moved very fast, right? I click on it, it stopped. Then I click on it again, it moved faster. Did you notice it? Let's try again. Try again. It's faster than the first movement. So because every time I reinitiate the movement, the interval value of the timer is decreased by 100 milliseconds, which means the ticks will generate in a faster speed. So does this make sense? Yeah, you can also make this a larger value, like 200. Then the jumps will be more obvious. Let's see. Now it's very slow. I stop it. I start it again. See, it's much faster. Stop it. Right, much faster. So now I use the button, but you can easily change the code to make it click on the picture box itself. The code gonna be the same. Does this answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Any other things that I can help you with?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, sure.
I just have a simple question. It might not matter, but I've got everything set up to do exactly what you're asking, except when I first start the program, my Pokemon is moving automatically. How can I get it to start? Do I need to have it so that it's not moving right away, or does that matter?
Well, it's completely under your control. To do that, you simply go back to the design view. On the timer, probably the default value is enabled. You set it to true. You just need to set it to false. It will not move at the beginning.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something simple. I can't.
Yeah, so that's why it's moving whenever you start it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No problem. Yeah, because when you develop a program, everything is completely under your control. So you should have that power to determine whatever you want it to be. Okay, so any other things?
Please, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. What did you say?
I just want to notice that maybe we are not recording the class because I like to read to view it many times to understand. whether we can record it and you paste it later.
Could you please repeat? There's some, the
Yes,
signal is not so well, so good. I didn't catch what you said.
yeah, I said that we forgot to record the class.
Oh, you want me to record this? This
Yes,
meeting?
sir.
Yeah, we already missed it. Let me see if you have any other questions. Yeah, sure, I can record it. Because for, when I do a kind of a sort of a lecture, I record it every time. For this like question and answer, sometimes I just forget to record them. Let me start recording.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Let me